I was 2.5, 3-ish. I was far too young to remember. I was diagnosed with Rabson Mendenhall. I really don't know how to simplify it, but the simplest I can say is it's my insulin receptors are defective. They don't work. So, where most people's bodies make insulin and their bodies can use it, mine makes insulin, but my body can't use it. Once they found out what I had, in the gist, they didn't know much about me. They said I wouldn't live till I was 10. Then it changed to 15. And then they stopped giving me a time frame because I was going past. They said I wouldn't walk, said I wouldn't talk. All this stuff that obviously is not true because we're sitting here right now. I just always had that mentality of like, well, I'm going to prove you wrong. And that's what and my parents definitely were just like, from the get-go when they were told that, we're like, you're wrong, and just watch. And they did watch, and here I'm walking, talking, just acting in plays. Theater's always been, with my medical stuff, an escape. It's always been another world I can run away to when things seem bad. If I was playing a part, that was 2.5 hours where I wasn't the sick kid or the kid with a rare genetic disorder, and it's quite lovely to just get away. I feel blessed. I know 26 isn't like a milestone, like, oh, I've turned 18, I've turned 21, 26, but like, I know how blessed I am. I've had 3-4 near-death experiences and shouldn't have made it through most, if not all of them. So I know to be sitting here is a blessing. I often tell myself, I'm not that special. There has to be somebody else in this world that deserves to live past their life expectancy. And I'm sitting here going, oh, I've made it. And I know there are kids out there who didn't. Young people or even older people who didn't. I don't know. So, but I have to believe there's a reason I'm still standing. With having a chronic illness, I also, it's no surprise to a lot of people, I struggle with depression. And like most people, when the pandemic hit, I think a lot of us really struggle with our depression more, just being isolated from the world. And learning piano is just a great way to take, I had school from like March to April of 2020. But then, I still had April to August where I didn't have a job, couldn't go back to work because of my medical stuff, where I had nothing to do. And piano is a great way to just occupy my time, the learning. And then, it was still it's a great way to be creative and get that frustration out. And creativity's always been something that I've done to cope, whether it be watching musicals for the 1,000th time. I've seen Wicked live 9 times, but you can ask my mom. I've watched clips upon clips. I in the hospital, I can sit there and watch Defying Gravity straight for 12 hours, but all different actresses just listening to how they do the exact same song over and over. And it's just a gift I've had to just get away creatively.
What would you tell them, to lift their spirits, try to live life to the fullest?
I would just tell them you're still here right now. Take every day as a blessing, and even the really bad days. One of my favorite musicals is Rent, and my favorite lyric from that show that kind of helps me go on the tough days is "No day but today," and that's just a great way to live life. Like, live it now. Don't live in the past. Don't beat yourself up over mistakes. Obviously, learn from those mistakes, but just keep going and count your blessings. If you're doing something awesome today, be thankful you have today to do it.